So my question was, why there are so many followers for religion, and
Good question.
why there are so many different religions?
Good question. So we believe that there's one creator. We believe that God is one. We don't believe that God is three in one. I want to clarify to you that we believe only one God. That Allah is. We don't believe that God is man or a woman. Allah is just He is one supreme being. So has no parents, has no children. Yes. So we believe that this one supreme being sent many prophets, like many prophets and messengers, with one consistent message, and that there's only one creator, yes. But then the people, after the prophet was not there anymore, they changed that message, and they started to crop the scriptures. So then Allah, He sent another prophet to bring everyone back to worshipping that one creator. Yes. So there was one consistent message. Yes. So that Abraham, because logically, God would not send different messages to different prophets and then get everyone confused. But that makes no sense, yes?
Yeah, but don't you think there is some confusion in the war about religion?
It's about you searching for the truth. Because if you believe that you can get to God through religion, it's about verifying the scripture. And the Quranic narrative is that Jesus is a prophet. He's in the Quran, right? That we believe in Jesus, but the message has been changed. And you find that if you do some research about the New Testament, just basic research about the manuscripts and where the New Testament came from, you will find that the New Testament has been changed. Like the earliest manuscripts of 4th century and stuff like that. So that Jesus was given a revelation called the Injil. It's in the Quran. I have to believe in it. I have to believe in it as a Muslim. A revelation that was given to Jesus, but they changed it. It's been chopped and changed, and you find that Paul came later on and he has a different idea of Christianity. Now today's Christians are following Paul. Yes? But Jesus' message has been lost. So now the Quran came and the Prophet Muhammad came to correct the mistakes.
What's exactly the message of Jesus?
Jesus' message, if you read the Bible, for example in Mark 12:29, Jesus says that hear, O Israel, that our Father, our Lord is one. So there's some remnants and truth in that. There's some truth in the Bible, but we're saying that it has been chopped and changed, but the Quran hasn't changed. Yes.
What's the changes? What's the Quran changing?
We would know what's been changed by looking at the Quran, or what aligns with the Quran we accept. So when Jesus is saying that there's only one God, like.
But the message of Jesus was this one. The important message from Jesus is this one. So we have one God or whatever.
Yes, yeah. But now they're worshiping 3 in 1 now. Can you see how they changed it?
It's not something different, the message by Jesus, like example, peace and love or something like that.
But the main thing is who you worship, because you can live your life and thank a false God. If I live my life, the whole of my life and all the blessings that I have, I thank an idol, a statue, or a tree. That is blasphemy to the true God. Now the true God doesn't want you to worship anything but Him besides Him, because He's the one that gave you everything. Yes.
And the Muhammad Islam, the Islam message. What's the important message?
Is to worship the Creator alone, right? Is not to associate any partners with the one true God, Allah. Yes. That Allah has no parents, and then Allah has no children. Allah has no wife or daughter. Yes. Is to worship that Creator alone, and to follow the prophets and messengers, Abraham, Moses, Jesus, right, and to believe in them, and to follow the final prophet, the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu.
Why for the people it's so important to believe something like that? Why is it important to believe if we come from one God to God?
It's about truth. It's about truth, because what is the
I mean, if we live without this knowledge, what's changed for the people, for the population?
Because then because are you agnostic or are you atheist? What's your sort?
No, honestly, I'm not interested in religion, but I'm interested in a social question, like I ask
You
you.
have to have like a basis, because if you're atheist, then I can like speak to like an atheist. If you're like you're agnostic, something exists.
I'm not interested in to keep a position about this stuff, because for me, not interested. I'm interested to know why the people say what they say.
It's about truth. What happens after you die? What is the purpose of your life? How do you know what's right and wrong? Like how do you get to that conclusion?
For the population, they before Christian, before Islam.
Are you like agnostic to do you follow any religion?
No, I don't follow any religion.
Do you believe in God?
I don't believe. I don't. I'm not. I don't have the attitude of a believer. So that means I don't think about this. But I'm interested in why there are so many people believe. Example, okay, now we know the revelation about there is one God. What's so important for the people? I mean, the people living the life every day, normal life like anyone living. Now we go to work. I don't know everything we're doing. So why so important? The question is why there are so many people believe. So that's my point.
It's about truth. It's about people haven't investigated their own religions because they're bought into it, but they believe it's the truth. But there has to be evidence for that, because why do we exist? Where did the universe come from? There has to be concrete answers. Yes, there has to be concrete answers. If there's a creator, then that creator will send you guidance, right? We always say through prophets and revelation. Yes. So now there are many religions.
Yeah,
Only the correct religion. So now the Quran is telling you that to verify it, right? To actually test the Quran, test it, and to kind of falsify it, right? Like in this book, there is no doubt a guidance from Allah for those who have God consciousness, that is something that exists and that creates everything, right? But if you investigate other religions, you'll find that they have no basis, been chopped and changed. The concept of God makes no sense. Like Trinity 3 in 1, God died, God is eternal, how did he die?
Example, if I ask you a question, where come from Islam? From Muhammad, right?
So the Quran, we're saying it is the final revelation, but we believe that Jesus was a Muslim as well. That we believe that the only religion that God sent.
Yeah, but if I ask you, where come from Islam?
How do you mean?
Where come from? I mean, before Islam exists as a Christian, because it's born before Christian's religion, right?
So we say that Islam is the only religion that God sent. I didn't qualify that. Yeah?
No, I mean, it's coming. I mean, all the people started to believe in Islam. That is what I'm interested to know.
From Spain?
No, from Italy.
I'm sorry. Yeah, so Jesus didn't say that he was Christian. Yes, he submit himself to one creator. Now the Quran says the one who is a submitter. The word Muslim means the one who submits themselves to that one creator. Yes, so Jesus technically was a Muslim. He didn't say to believe in the Trinity, right? He submit himself to the one creator. Saying that Moses, he didn't say become a Jew, Israelite.
But you didn't answer my question. My question was different. I mean, when the people started to believe on Islam,
there is the Quran. We say Islam. Today we use the word Islam as a religion, which is associated with the Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. We say Islam. Yes, but we believe Islam is the only religion that God sent. That even Jesus was following Islam. Abraham, Moses, they're all following Islam in that sense as well. Yes. So because there's only one religion and then one mankind and one humanity, and that is the religion of God, which is Islam. That the whole of mankind to connect to that one creator. people chop and change the revelation, the Bible and stuff like that. Find maybe a prophet came to Hindustan, maybe a prophet came to different places. You know, it could be.
So Islam came with Muhammad, with the Prophet
The
Muhammad.
Quran is the final revelation, but generally you will say that there were many prophets that came with the message.
But in history, official history, I mean, interested in this one. So it's come with Muhammad. Muhammad
Yeah,
started
we
to.
will say generally we will say today that Islam is associated with the Quran and Muhammad.
So if I needed to catch some source, is Muhammad talk about Islam, all right? That's what you call revelation.
Modern day people will say that Islam is associated with the Prophet ﷺ, which is true, but there's two ways to understand it. One is the Quran, and the Prophet ﷺ and the companions, the Sahaba Salaf, and they are this is Islam, yes. But we see it as the Quranic narrative is that Islam began since time began, because the word Muslim, it means the one who submits. Do you understand?
Yeah, but if we want to be connected to some source, real source, we need to be connected with Muhammad. Is correct.
Yeah. So if you want to become a Muslim, you would have to follow the
So, I mean,
yes.
if I never heard about Islam, example, and today I go at home, I say today one guy is I don't know your name. Sorry, just.
Abu Hajar.
Okay, Abu Hajar speak me about Islam, so I can tell this one. No? I started today. I heard about Islam because you told me. That's a simple example. But in a society, when started the Islam with Muhammad, when he started to say the people, right? To say the people.
Yeah. So the Quran is like I'm asked the question, but I think it's just about trying to.
So if you want to collocate the Islam, the born of Islam, when, which year, which moment, which area?
He was born in Arabia.
In Arabia,
Mecca,
okay.
Yes. And then they were pagans and they worshipped idols, yes? So the Prophet came and told them not to worship the idols and to worship the one creator.
No, okay, but example, you said in Arabia, okay, that is clear. That is a fact.
Yeah.
In Arabia, when? In which year?
7th century, yeah.
7th century.
7th century.
Okay, that's
600 and something.
7th century. Okay, we're talking about the prophet is bringing this knowledge was Muhammad.
Specifically, yes.
Yeah, I'm talking about this one. No, I'm interested in this kind of element. Because,
So, do you believe in the thing? Do you believe in God? Do you believe in the Creator?
honestly, I don't have the attitude of a believer. So I mean, I'm.
Do you believe that there's something that exists?
I observe what I have around, and I can I have some idea what's happened. But of course, it's just hypothesis. But I don't have I don't believe anything because I don't have the attitude to believe. So say I don't believe is not correct. I don't have the attitude to believe.
Evidence?
Evidence for me is very important. I mean, I needed to.
Excellent.
I understand. I mean, that's why I ask where, when happened this.
Let's have a wholesome conversation and let's try to get to a point of why Islam is the truth and why we should.
No, I am interested in it because
we're saying Islam is the truth and there's reasons why. First of all, I just thought out a point where we can say, okay, is there a creator or not? If I said to you that this cup pops into existence from nothingness, would you accept what I'm saying?
But about the cup, as I can tell you where it come from. Of course, I can tell.
So immediately, by you looking at the cup, you know intuitively that this cup has been created. Yes.
Yeah, of course.
To negate a creator for the cup is absurd. It's absurd. Yes. To say that the cup just popped into existence. Yes.
But we don't need to believe or not. I think you.
Good man, that's it, bro. Good to see you, man. Yeah.
I think you are a little bit cold. It's too cold today.
It's a little bit cold, yeah. So the point that I'm making is
No,
that
I
this
mean,
cup,
I don't need to believe if the cup exists or not. Understand? Because we know it exists, we know where it come from. So I mean, it's a
yeah, sure, but this cup, without seeing the one that has made the cup, or the process it's been made in, or been to the factory, I know just by looking at it, I can use reasoning and deduce that this cup has been created by something that has willpower and knowledge. Because this cup is an effect of knowledge, yes? Someone that has knowledge has created the cup because it's complex, it has a tip, has a lid.
yeah, of course.
Yeah, would you agree?
Yeah, I agree, of course.
So we will say is that this is an evidence. Reasoning is an evidence. Because what's more complex, the cup or the universe?
It is a part of the universe, of
It's
course.
part of the universe, but what's more complex in terms of its intricacy and its like detail, like features, the cup or the universe?
I can't answer about it.
So you have to be sincere, right? Is that you would say that the universe is a lot more complex than the cup, atoms, molecules. And my hand is 6 billion atoms. At my hand, very complex. Look how I can move my fingers. Yes, you have a certain amount of bones in my hand. I can pick something up, right? My hand is an evidence that there's a creator. Why? It's because my hands, I have 5 fingers, I have a thumb, and I have four fingers, yes?
Yep.
So this is a bunch of atoms, right? My hand, these atoms are brain dead. They cannot arrange themselves,
Yeah.
yes? This cup cannot arrange itself.
So you think there is always a creator? That's what I'm saying.
By using reasoning and
Look,
there's a creator.
I can agree about this one. I mean, I can agree because makes sense.
Yes.
Makes sense. There are evidence to explain your opinion. Still a theory, no? Because basically we don't know the truth about. So we know the truth about this one. We can think it's possible with us it happen the same. I'm agree about this one.
On the other hand, they believe, because now, let's look at the atheist. Atheist says the universe organized itself, or things can organize themselves without a creator.
But atheist, let me say my opinion. Atheist is like a believer because he's a believer in another way. I'm agree. I think atheist is just a believer in another way. So believer believe in God, they don't believe. So
I'm giving you concrete evidences why there is a creator. The atheist has to bring us evidences why there isn't a creator. But because it's a level playing field, yes? Because now my heart, you would, if someone says that this cup can just pop into existence, you would say, look, this person's crazy, man. It's hard to negate a creator for this cup. If anyone says that this cup doesn't have a creator, or came by chance, or organized itself, you would say, look, this person's crazy. But my heart is very complex. It beats 40 to 60 times per minute. It pumps 60 gallons of blood around my body. Yes, it beats 100,000 times per day, right? So my heart can just arrange itself without a creator, but the cup has to be created. But the heart is a lot more complex. You have ventricles, you have arteries, you have veins. Yes, it's a solid evidence. If someone's sincere, then the heart is a solid evidence that it has been that there's a creator. Yes. So this is.
I mean, I agree what you're thinking, but it's still a theory, no? It's still a theory because you don't have the real evidence someone created.
Reasoning evidence.
Here we have evidence because we can see where it's made or no, but that is the total evidence. But you don't have the
at this
100%.
precise moment in time, have you seen the one that's made the cup?
But I'm pretty sure.
You get the point, yeah?
Yeah. I understand. But
you don't have to see. You don't have to see it. That's the point. You don't
I understand. But I mean, if we want, we can, no? Because we have a factory produce this one. We can research. We know.
But even a child, if you get a child.
What I'm saying, we haven't we don't need to debate if that's is being created or not. That's
There
okay.
has to be a consistency in reasoning, yes. But we're saying when it comes to God, people they become irrational and believe in chance, randomness, and these things that cannot be verified by observation, yes. We can know the most rational position to take is that the heart has been created because it's complex and organized. I don't have to see the one that's created.
No, I'm agree. So I mean, the evidence suggests this kind of
Yes.
conclusion.
That's the evidence, yes.
I'm agree with it.
creation is
I'm
the
agree with this
evidence.
one, but that is not what I contest. I mean, it's a
So you
hypothesis.
agree, right? So if there's a
No, I'm
creator,
agree
now
with
there's
the-
a creator, yeah.
I am agree with the theory. I'm agree with the theory. I'm agree with the theory because
Thank
make a
you, I
sense.
appreciate that. Thank you.
Make a sense 100%. I mean, it's,
Yes, yes.
but is like I started as I started before. Is just I started to understand. When, where, why is born.
That's a need
You
revelation.
anyway.
That's why
You,
there's a need for revelation.
Okay,
Now. 'Cause now you know that there's a creator. We all say that you will naturally know that the natural innate disposition that, as the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said, everyone is born upon the natural innate disposition, intuition, to know that something that Allah exists. Yes. But it's only their parents that make them into a Jew or a follower. So society changes that.
no,
It makes you worship other things. Yes.
you mean the revelation? So Muhammad received revelation.
In general, every human being that's born
I
knows
didn't
that
receive. I didn't receive any revelation in my life.
Yeah, because we follow the prophets. So you have to. There's a need to follow the prophets.
No, I mean, did you have any revelation in
No,
your
no,
life?
absolutely
That's
no.
it. If
no. But
I mean,
the Prophet Muhammad, you follow the prophets.
Prophet Muhammad
Abraham,
received the.
yes.
So, that's is the point. Prophet
yes.
Muhammad received the revelation.
Yes, not
he,
me.
he spread the message about
Yes.
the revelation, and the
Yes.
people started to follow his.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
what happened in the fact.
yeah.
So that's it. I don't wanna contest anything. So I mean, I'm interested to know the real factor, what's happened. No, that's is.
Step by step, yes. Because now, if there's a creator, then you need to find out why that creator created you and what's your purpose. Because what's the purpose of your existence?
I don't know. I don't think you know. I don't think people knows.
Okay, so we will say that the creator would know, right? Because the one that created the cup, he created the cup for a reason, yes? And
Yeah.
the cup, the purpose of the cup is to be used to drink, or ideally coffee, yeah? Or
Yeah.
tea. Some drinks water. then
We
that-
know the truth about the reality about the cup, the
Yes,
coffee
yeah,
cup. We
yeah.
know the truth about this one,
It's just
but we
that-
don't know
it's
the
just-
truth about something else.
So
in
therefore,
the case,
logically, there has to be a revelation from the Creator to give you a universal truth, not just because my purpose today. Someone might say my purpose is to have 100 girlfriends from each country. You know, I want a girlfriend from Brazil, Spain, and that, until
Lucky
I
man.
die. No, if someone can have that
Yeah.
self purpose, yes, is that I want to travel the world and trying to get like a girlfriend from each country, right? Someone else might say is that a woman might say that is my purpose is to have a child. But then you say, okay, what if someone doesn't have money to travel, or someone can't have children? Then therefore their purpose has become void. If I make up my own purpose, it's subjective. The one that created the cup gives you an objective reason why he created the cup, because he created it, yes? Therefore, we're saying the creator, that the one that created us, human beings, gives us an objective reality why he created us and what's our purpose. Yes? That has to come from the creator himself.
okay, I think from this point I started to be a believer. I mean, no, from this point because you said the purpose why God created the human being, the animal, and everything. I think we don't know. So any kind of any kind.
It cannot come from our mind.
Yeah, I think from this
Why
point.
God created us, it cannot come from
Yeah,
our mind.
I think-
because
I
it's my
think-
opinion.
Yeah,
I can say
exactly.
to you, it's my opinion. It has to come from from the Creator Himself, so then it's objective because He's the one that created everything.
I think from this point we can. I mean, if you want to believe, of course, you can do whatever you want.
Saying, yes? But
No, I understand, but I'm saying.
Therefore, the next step is revelation, yes. And we will say that the Creator Allah has sent prophets and messengers to inform us why He created us. Abraham, Moses.
So
Noah, and
at
Jesus.
this moment we still don't know.
No, we know.
Yeah, okay, no, that's it. That's
Have you
the
read the
point.
Quran before? Have you read the Quran before?
I just read like I read so Bible or something else.
Search for the evidences, yes. Because I'll show you some verses. Just give me 1 second. I'll show you some verses for the Quran as well that can make you kind of understand what I'm saying better. So it says in Surah, it says in chapter 42, verse 13, it says that he has ordained for you of religion what He enjoined upon Noah, and that which He revealed to you, O Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and what we enjoined upon Abraham and Moses and Jesus, to establish the religion and not to be divided therein. Difficult for those who associate others with Allah is that to which you invite them. Allah chooses for Himself whom He wills and guides to Himself whoever turns back to Him. So He sent Abraham, Moses and Jesus to establish